mentioned you do like the reverse pyramid training and like low volume 3 days a week. Seems kind of counterintuitive potentially to some people who are new to the gym and just think you're supposed to like more equals better. So like, what is the general breakdown of your splits, and has this remained consistent over the years that you found to work the best? Like, I know you've talked about your first working set should be like your heaviest set, obviously, because that's when you have the most ability to tolerate load and you have the most like the least fatigue. And obviously at some point though, you work like, do you do like work up like feeder sets that are just like a minimal amount of, I don't know, warming up just to like get the area like circulation in there and get get yourself ready for that heavy top set? Or what's like the process?
So I mean, I'll like preface and say that I've been very into working out and fitness since I was 13 years old. I started lifting weights at 13 years old. I got heavy. I would be buying fitness books at the store, online, ordering, like there were websites of fitness people like Ross Animate way back in the day where you could order and they ship you their fitness book. I was obsessed with this stuff at a very, very young age. Started doing weighted chin-ups at 14, 15. I actually achieved my first one-arm chin-up at 15 or 16 years old, which I was stoked. I was doing like 80-pound weighted chin-ups at 15 actually. So I was like on fitness crazy. And then, the thing I realized for me, was that for my physique to look as good as possible, really, it just meant two things. One, having my body fat extremely low, like very low. And that all that required was being in the right calorie deficit and sticking to it. And then for my physique was just getting as strong as possible. And I found that, I tested all kinds of things, did higher volume, the 20 sets per whatever muscle group, this and that. And a lot of times, like what made my physique look insane was just being as strong as possible. And when that was the focus, like, let me get as strong as possible for 6 reps, then my training kind of shifted in that direction. And I was like, damn, like if I just do 3 workouts a week and, keep my workouts a bit more short, I can hit PRs easier. I recover better. I hit more personal records. If I just focus on doing 2 or 3 hard sets and just kind of dropping the exercises down to just 4 exercises per workout, but every exercise I'm pushing myself hard on, I hit more PRs and my physique looks better. And then the stronger I am at a certain body weight, the better I look. And then when I deviate from that, my physique's not as good. So that's always been the focus. It's like end of the day, and I think there's been some good fitness people have talked about it. Joe DeFranco, he's a strength conditioning coach for football players. He's like, you have your 4 key exercises for football players. And that might've been bench and box squat and chin up and stuff like that. And so I find that the most important thing is, you have your four key movements, you're getting stronger every month. And if you hold like your hand to that fire, you really start to see what works best and what doesn't. And then within that framework, I'll work out 3 days a week, 2 upper body days, Monday, Friday, and then legs on Wednesday. And one of, you have tremendous shoulders. You have some of the best shoulders. I'm well known for my shoulder development. And I think one of the things that have allowed me to build very, very good shoulders is if I do an upper body day on Monday that's more chest focused and arm focused, well, then when I go and hit my shoulders on Friday, my upper body is so fresh.